Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We're out here in nature. This is sexology, water, fire, hot, cold, yin, yang. How to deal with pornography addiction. The science of pornography addiction. Many of us, we've watched a porno. Whether it was good or not is a whole nother story. For me, sexual energy is the energy permeating everything in existence. And that is why it is so beautiful to embrace sexuality, sexual energy. However, pornography deals in fantasy. And that's why it can have a negative impact on our lives. Look at the internet. You have Optinet, which is a filtering firm. And they said that pornography is 37% of all the content on the internet. That is crazy. And that's why as soon as you click on the internet, you're seeing all of these pictures. Now, this is for men and women. Here's the science of pornography addiction. You have a chemical called dopamine, which is a neurochemical, and this deals with the reward and pleasures of life. So once we accomplish something, that chemical is released, dopamine. And what happens though is watching pornography, there is an overstimulation of dopamine. So in turn, this reinforces our behavior, thus creating even more desire. And this is the vicious cycle that keeps going on and on, because dopamine is a reward chemical. So the more dopamine that we have in our bodies, the overstimulation of it creates a chemical imbalance within the body. So what this does is that now you need more dopamine to get the same feeling. The neurons in our body, they become desensitized, also known as tolerance. So therefore we need stronger triggers to produce or release dopamine. That is why the more porn you watch, the more porn you need to watch. You need a harder hit. You start on the soft stuff, then you move on to the harder stuff. In essence, we are not addicted to the images we are seeing. We are addicted to the chemicals being released in the brain. A great book by psychiatrist Norman Doidge, The Brain That Changes Itself. He talks of neuroplasticity, and this is the ability for the brain to change as a result of mental experience. Now, this is fascinating because it has so many benefits. The old model was the brain is hardwired, that's it. Neuroscientists are right now seeing that the brain can be rewired. So the darker side to neuroplasticity in regards to pornography is that we are now forming new habits. We are creating a new reward system. In essence, we are creating a new circuitry within the brain. Psychology Today, a journal in the US, is talking about how internet pornography is destroying men's ability to perform to real women. And it's not just men, it's also women that have a problem with pornography addiction. To deal with pornography addiction, ask yourself one question. How is this serving me? Is it energy generating or is it energy depleting? At first, it may feel good, but in the long run, we are exhausting our precious energies. In esoteric sciences, they talk of the seed being the life force. And once you throw that away foolishly, there's a price to pay. So we have to find something else to do. We have to redirect that energy. We have to channel that energy to take us to greater heights. We have to fulfill our passion. We have to also see, who are we watching? That could be your sister, your daughter. If you're a woman, that could be your son, your partner, your friend. Because in the pornography industry, things aren't always what they seem. Because many of these are actors who are shooting 14 hours a day. So it's not as glamorous when you're actually on the set compared to when you're just behind a computer screen. We have to see that it's not real. We have to ask ourselves as well, what is missing within ourselves? Some people will say, well, I just want to have fun. That is all well and good, but many of us, we turn to pornography because we are afraid of the real intimacy in a real relationship. It may appear porn stars love to have sex, but through my research, you see that many are coming from an abusive background once you read their story. There is so much more going on. That is why in dealing with pornography addiction, we have to become aware of this. More so, we have to change our attitude of how we see women if you are a man, and how we see men if you are a woman. Because behind the act is a real person with real emotions and real feelings. So we have to develop this compassion and always put that before our own desire. Pornography addiction can ruin relationships. When a man loses interest in his partner, loses his libido, when a woman loses interest in her partner. However, ask yourself one question. How important is my relationship to me? Because many of us who are seeing that this addiction is not serving us, we have never even contemplated on how wonderful the person is we are with. So once we ask ourselves this important question, we find out the answer. Sexuality is an amazing thing. And what happens is, many people in their relationships are tied down. They feel there is no way out. So pornography seems to be the easiest escape, because now we can think about having threesomes with the most beautiful people in the world. All our dreams have come true. But on a serious note, we don't even know these people. More so, we don't even know if they would want to know us. Because many of us who watch pornography, we feel an acceptance. We feel that no one is judging us. That is why so many people indulge in porn. Many people enter the porn industry at a young age, between the ages of 18 to 24. So, while some of them, this is a conscious decision, for a lot of them, it is an unconscious decision. It may be from trauma. It may be from family issues. It may be because this is their big dream. But there are so many possibilities. We just have to ask ourselves all the time, how is this serving me? Embrace your sexuality, but never at the expense of someone else that you don't know, that you can't touch. But hey, do whatever you want. This is just my Infinite Waters way of diving into it. Anyone can look beautiful under the right light. In dealing with pornography addiction, we have to get a reality check to say whoever we are watching may not look like that in real life because they have the makeup, they have the beautiful soft boxes, and I know this because I'm a cinematographer as well. So appearances can be deceiving. That's it. So in dealing with pornography, take one step at a time. Find a support network. It's all about being free to see that the one most at danger is not the one who is in the scenes that you're watching. It's actually you, the one that's watching it. Because now you are creating thought forms. Every thought we have is a child. So you're planting a seed into your subconscious mind. But ask yourself, was it planted out of love or lust? We live in a beautiful world. It's all about embracing the beautiful, pure love energy. But just remember that reality or fantasy? Which one do you want? We're out here in nature, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.